Hello everyone, here we are, Robin, the Sudoku Guy with tutorial number 93. Now, before I start, there's a debate amongst players. Should you just look at the puzzle and see what you find out and go from there? Or should you have a procedure? My preference, particularly if you're a beginner, is to have a procedure, but at the same time, if you see something, solve it right there and then. Let's have some fun with this puzzle. When I look at this, first of all, is there something that suddenly stands out? Well, let me see now. Yeah, here's something that stands out. Here we have a 6 and a 6, and over here is a 6, and that 6 can be there or there, but there's a 6 down here, so we can put that 6 in. Now, what I'm going to be doing is a procedure where I'm going to do the blocks across this way and then the blocks this way. At the same time, if a number only appears once in 3 blocks, then we're going to use the cross-meet system and see what happens. And it's easy to miss a ramification. See if you can see if I do that. Here we go. Look across there. There are no 1s. Let's go on to 2s. 2s. Well, when I look at this block here, 2 cannot be there, so it has to be there or there. So I'm going to put a little 2 there and 2 there, which means you have a bottom, we have a top, and we have a middle. Let's have a look at the middle over here. Yes, here's a 2 down here, so we can put a 2 there and a 2 there. Top, middle, bottom. Great. 3s. There's only 1 3. In fact, there's only 1 3 in the whole puzzle. Leave it. Go on. 4. 4. Let me see now. There's only 1 4, but there's a 4 over here. Cross across to this puzzle. That block there. Take this 4 up. You've got 1, 2, 3 spots. Too many. 5s. Only 1 5. Let's try the cross-meet system in this block here. 5 across there, can't be there or there. 5 up here, can't be there. 5 down here, can't be there or there. We only got 1 place where a 5 can go, we'll put it in. That's neat. What's the ramification of that, I wonder? Well, we know that 5s are going to be down in here, but there's three spots for it. Okay? 6s. Well, we did the 6s. 7s. We have 2 7s. We have a top, a middle, a bottom has to be in here, and this can be a 7 because you've got a 7 here and you've got a 7 there. Now, I said that 5s could be down in here. We can put a 5 in here if we want, and a 5 there. Okay. 6, 7, 8s. Oh, there are no 8s in those 3 blocks. But I've just noticed something. Have a look down here. Here's an 8. If you follow this 8 on this column, an 8 can't be there or there in that block. It has to be there. So what I can do, we can get rid of that 2 and put an 8 in. And now what does that mean? Well, we've now got a block that's only got 1 number left, and that number is 1. So let's put it in. Now, are there any ramifications for those new numbers? What about the 8? 8 over here, 8 up in here, 1, 2, 3, too many. The 2. The 2s have already been done. What about the 1? There's only 1 1, but let's do a cross meet. In this block in here, we go across here and up there. We could have a 1, let me see now. Or there's a 1 down in here. 1, 1, 1 has to be there. It can't be there because of that 1. That was a pun. Well, this becomes a big 1, which means that we have a top, middle, bottom. This is the bottom. Now that 1 means that if we look down here, in this block here, it's a very similar block here than this one. 1 cannot be there. So it has to be over here, either there or there. but here's a 1 down in here. So that 1 can go. Then this becomes a big one. Now if that's a big one, we can have a left, a right. In here we can have 2 1s. Yes, we can have 2 1s. There's a 1 there. We can have 1 there and 1 there. Well, that was a big progress. A lot of ramifications on that one. Continuing on. Where was I? We went up to 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got all the 9s, so we're ready now to go to do these 3 blocks, see if we can work on those. Let's take 1s. If we're 1s in over here are already done, any 1s over here, 1 here, 1, 2, 3, too many, no luck. 2s, no 2s, 3s, no 3s, 4s. If I go, let's see if there's any other 4s to cross with. This block here, there's no 4s to cross in there. This go across here, and then this 4 here means that you can have a 4 there, 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 and there. Ooh, boy. Okay, 5s. Well, 5s, there's nothing much you can do with 5. There's nothing over here we can cross with, because if you can cross with this 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, too many. Okay. 6s. We go across here, and then down here, and take this 6 and come up here. You could have a 6 here and a 6 there. 7s. Let's go across to this block from this 7 here. Go across there, down here, up here. This could be a 7, and that could be a 7. Come across here for this 7. There's a 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not much luck. 8. Now here we go. We go across here, down here. This is this block, and take this 8 and come up here. There, there, and there means we can have a little 8 there and a little 8 there. Now, I've just noticed something. This can happen to anybody. When we look at this row along here. We have 2 empty cells. Now what I'm going to be doing today is that I'm looking for 2 empty cells whenever I can in a row, column or block. And I've just noticed that there's 2 empty cells here, and what is the number that's missing? It is a 4. So we have a 4-5 matching pair. Now what does that do? Here we have a middle, here we have a bottom. The top of the 4 must be over there or there. Let's have a look down if there's any 4s. Yes, there's a 4 down there. Can't be there in that column, so this becomes a big 4. Well, that was a great discovery. Now, have a look again. A matching pair plus 2 empty cells equals another matching pair. If you look underneath the video, I give you places where you can find these types of lessons where I teach that. This one and this one. Now what's the numbers missing there? Let me see. 3 and 8. 3 and 8 missing there. Now let's look at this row along here. There's 2 missing there. If that's a 3 and 8, that has to be a 3 and an 8. Well, isn't that neat? That's really handy. Now we might as well finish off this whole block here with, here we have 3 spaces, so this would be a 2, 3, 8. Yep, this would be a 2, 3, 8. We'll see. See, just because I saw this matching pair situation here, look at all the things that we were able to do. Lots of ramifications. Now I did these blocks in here. Let's now go to these blocks in here. 1. Well, we have 2 1s. We have a top, a bottom. The middle has to be there or there. 2s. 2s are already there. 3s. No 3s. 4s. Bring this 4 across here, and bring this 4 down in here, and that 4 down in here. We've got a 4 here, and a 4 there. Good. Fives. Fives. If I take this 5 across here, and this 5 down in here, we have 2 cells that we can put it in. A 5 can go there, and a 5 can go there, using the cross-meet system. Sixes. Have a look at here. We only have 1 6, but can we do some crossing? 6 here, okay, 6 here, 6 here, means that we can have a 6 here, or a 6 there, okay? What about over here? 6, no, too many over here, too many spots. Sevens. We have a top and a bottom. This has to be the middle, and because of this 7 up in here, did you notice that? We have a 1 7, and it's, I think, a matching pair. Yes, let me show you why I think it's a matching pair. Here's a 1 7 on the top in this block. Here's a 1 7 in the bottom in this block, and here's a 1 7 in this block. Because we have a 1 7 up there, that has to be a 1 7 matching pair. Fantastic. Okay. 8. Now, remember when we did this block here, this block is almost the same. Have a look at this 8. This 8 cannot be in this block there because it's in the same row, and the only place it can go is here. So let's put it in. That means now we have 1 left, a 3. Let's put it in. Now let's look at the ramifications, if any. First of all, let me get rid of this 3. Okay. That could mean that we could still have something up there. Okay. 3 going this way, not yet. Let's look at this 8. What are the ramifications of that 8? Now that we've got an 8 on the top, an 8 on the bottom, an 8 can be in the middle here, and it can be right this spot here. Okay? Let's get rid of that 6 and this 6, because that's going to be a big 6. So we're going to make this a big 8, and this a 6. Now, are there any ramifications of that 8? Yes, there is. The 8, 8, 8. This becomes an 8. Oh, can you see what's going to happen now? This becomes an 8. And because it was a matching pair, this becomes a 3. And because that's a matching pair to this matching pair, this becomes an 8. It's going to go boom, 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 boom. And because of that 8, this 8 can go, and this 8 can go, and we're left with a 2 and a 3. See, let me show you. We're left with a 2 and a 3. This 2 now is all by itself, so we can get a big 2 there. And because we put a big 2 in there, whoops, this becomes a 3. Well, all that happened, all those ramifications happened because of discovering the 3, 8 and down in here. Isn't that amazing? Now we also had, as a result of this, a 6 up here. Let's have a look here. 6, 6. The 6 has to go here. It cannot go in a matching pair. That's a rule with matching pairs. Once you've got a matching pair, no other little numbers can go there, or big numbers. So this has to become a 6. Now what's the ramification of that? If this is the left, this is the center, the 6 can be here or here. Okay. Now, where was I? Okay, leave them. Let's now do these vertical blocks. 1s. 1. Well, 1s could be all over the place in here. That doesn't work. 2s. 2s. Well, look at this. 2, 2, 2. Got to keep that in your head. In this spot in here. 3s. Boy, oh boy. When I put that 3 in, I didn't go this direction. I hadn't finished in this section. I've suddenly seen something I've missed. I'm going to come back to this in a minute. Here we have a matching pair, And then when I did the 9s here, I forgot to do a cross on this one here. So here we have a 9 there and a 9 there. Now because of that, we have two matching pairs plus 2 empty cells equals another matching pair. And this is a 3-4. This is a 3-4. But now let's look around and see what this 3 can do. That 3 means that this 3 goes, and this becomes a 4. If that's a 4, this becomes a 3. If that's a 3, then we have a top, middle, and a bottom. This becomes a 3. If that becomes a 3, and we have a 3 up in here, right, center, left, this becomes a 3. Isn't that amazing? All that. Just because I missed the 9 in this part in here. We'll keep pushing right along, going up in here again now. We're up to 4, yeah, 5. Nothing much we can do with the 5s. 6s, we've done the 6s, 7s. Nothing we can do with the 7s. 8s, we've got the 8s in here. 9s, 9 could be there. Now I come to these 3 blocks now. 1s are all there. 2s. Now this is interesting. Once again, we had 2, 2, 2 here, if you remember rightly. We also have 2, 2, 2 here. Keep that in your head. 3s. We've got the 3s. 4s. We don't have the 4s yet. 5s. Yeah, we could have, I don't know yet. What's missing in here? It's a 4, there's a 4, 5 in here. No, there's another one in there. Leave it. Okay, 6s, done. 7s, done. 8s, done. 9s, now the 9s could be all over the place in here. Leave it. Let's go to this these blocks in here. 1s, well we know one of these is going to be a 1. 2s, we can have a 2. Now look, this is very, very unique. Every puzzle's got its own fun challenges. 2's down in here, 2's down in here, and 2's down in here. Well, we'll have to wait and keep that in your head. 3s. 3 has to be somewhere in here, either there or there. Okay. 4s. 4s has to be over here and there. 5s are there. 6s, one of these is going to be a 6. 7s, one of these will be a 7. 8s, 8. Well, look at this. We have over here a 4-8 matching pair. Left, right, center. Now, let me see. What does that do? Anything in particular? Nope. Oh, down at the bottom here, I forgot this. We have a 5-9 matching pair. It's easy to miss, isn't it? Now, 4s. We have a 4. Could have a 4 in here and a 4 in there. 4, 4, 4. Now, what else is in here? You know what? I'm looking at something here. Can you see we have a 4, 4, 4, 4? This could be a possible danger or unique rectangle, and we don't want that, because if you do have that, it means your puzzle may have 2 answers or 2 solutions. That's a no-no in Sudoku. So, let's see. Let's look at this again and here. What are we missing? These 3 cells are 4, 5, 9. 4, 5, whoops. We still have got a danger here. What about this one? Oh, this is a 4, 5, 9. That's saved our next. That means that this has to become a 9. Now, if you had made this a 9, that stayed at a 4, 5, then you would have had a unique danger rectangle. So this becomes a 9. That's the rule. You've got to avoid. You cannot have 2 answers in a puzzle. there is the 9. Now what does that do? Let's have a look. You can probably see right away. This 9 goes, and it becomes a 5. That 5 goes, because this serves a 5, that means that 5 goes, and this becomes a 4. Okay, if this becomes a 4, look at what this becomes a 5, because it was a 4, 5. And this becomes a 4. When you're in a matching pair, if you get one, you get the other one. Now we have a column here with only one left, and I saw it somewhere here. 5, 5. Here we go. 5 goes there. We completed that column. Fantastic. Now, this 5, all kinds of ramifications. You're probably saying, hey Robin, you missed a ramification. Yeah, it can happen. This 5 meant that this is a 9. And this becomes a 5, because it was a matching pair. Now, let's have a look. In this column, we only have 2 spots left. What are they? Let me see. 3 is one of them. And the other one would be 9. 3, 9. And I think that's right, yeah, 3, 9. Okay. Is that right? 3, 9, yeah. Okay. Pushing right along. What else have we got in here? Gee, it's getting tougher now. Here we have 3 spaces empty. Here we have 3 spaces empty. Something's got to give in there. Let's put in those possible numbers. What's missing in here? We're missing well, it's got to be a 2. Remember we talked about 2s. A 2. There's another number that's got to be missing. What is it? If you look at all these numbers in this column, it's got to be a 9. 9, that would be right. See, 9, 9, 9. So we'll put a 9 in each one. Okay. And see if that helps us. One of the great things about this, which we call a triplet, that's a triplet, or 3 by 3, is that once you get one, you've usually got the others. Let me see now. Pushing right along, I think we need to look at these 3, see if we can get something in here. We know that there's going to be 2 in each one of those. 2, 2, so we'll put the 2's in. 2 and 2. Okay. Let me see, 2, 2. The other one was a 4. 4, it can't be a 4 there, it has to be a 4 there. And again, our favourite one again, a 9. A 9. 9, 9, 9. Now I don't know if you've just noticed something, but I have noticed a matching pair. Can you see a matching pair? Here we have a matching pair there and there. So we can't have a 2 or a 9 in this area. Okay, here we have a 3, 6 and 8. Here we have a 3 and a 6. So that has to be an 8. See if I'm right there. If that is an 8, this is an 8, this becomes an 8. Oops. And this becomes a 4. Okay, what's the ramifications of all that? If that's an 8, if that's a 4, this 4 goes, and this becomes a big 4 here, because there's a 4 here. So we'll make that a big 4. Let's look at the 8. 8. We did all the 8s as well. Now, this is interesting. Here we have a 2, 9, 2, 9 plus 2 empty cells. So this has to, that has a 3, 6, so this has to be a 3, 6. Okay. Now, 3, that can't be a 3 there. 3, 6, go, guess what? This, because this 3, this becomes a 6. If that's a 6, bottom, middle, top, bottom, this becomes a 6. And that 6 goes and it becomes a 3. And that 3 goes and it becomes a 1. And look at all that changes of just from there. 6, 6, this, 6. That's a 1, and that was a 3. Great. We're making progress. It's a little bit tricky in here. 3, 3. If that's a 3, and this is a 3, this becomes a 3. Okay? And therefore, this becomes a 9. Now we have a 9. This 9 means it goes, and that 9 goes, so this becomes a 2. Make this a 2. That 2 now goes. That 9 makes this go, so this becomes a 7. And it becomes a 7. Okay, now this 6 goes, because we've got a big 6. If this is the 7, 7, there has to be a 7 in here, and a 7 in there. Well, if there's a 7, this 7 means that this 7 goes, and we have another 2, 9. Oh boy, this is interesting. Okay, pushing right along, what have we got missing in here? We're missing a 1. Okay, we're missing a 1, because it was there and there. And what's the other number? 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a 1 and a 5. Look at this. There's a 1 and a 5 missing here, so there's a 5 up there, so this becomes the 1. And this becomes the 5. Now what are we missing in here? It's a 7 and a 9. No, it's not a 9. What is the number now? 1. It's a 2. It's a 2 that's missing. So this, which one is going to be a 2 now? There's a 2 down in here, so this becomes a 7. And this becomes the 2. Now we have left, right, center, and the 7s. Whoa, look what happens to the 7s. The 7, 7, this becomes a big 7, because we had a 1 up there. This becomes a big 7, and this becomes a 1. Let's double check ourselves. Center, right, left. Left, center, right. Well, things are starting to happen here. We should be solving this pretty soon. There's a 2 there, so that makes that a 9, doesn't it? Okay, make this a 9. And make this a 2. This goes, this 9 goes, so that becomes a 2. And therefore this becomes a 9, that 2 goes, and this becomes a 9. By George, would you know it? We have solved it. Have a great day, and bye for now.